Hey there, gamers. Welcome back to Cryptic Gaming. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful week. So we're getting set up here on our live stream. I want to double check a few things. It has been a while since I've done any live streaming with this game, but I tell you what, definitely looking forward to Season 4 here. We're going to be joining in with our Discord group tonight and doing some farming on this new Season Pass. We'll go over some of the things that's new in the game as well. We put out a video for those who don't have enough time to watch a live stream tonight. We've got a quick video uploading right now. It's only going to be about 5 minutes long. It's going to show you the meat of everything that we're going to look at. Then, of course, you could always join in later with the fun of the grind. Okay, let's see what we have here. Looks like our live stream is on here. I'm going to double check and make sure that this stuff here is set. Mm-hmm. I believe that there's going to be our thumbnail for tonight. All right, that is looking like it's coming up. Okay, let me hop into Discord. I need to also check and see what I've got going on with our friends list here. Wow, they've changed some stuff around here. It's going to take me a second to find it, guys. I apologize. Here we go. Yep, I got it set to friends only, so we should be able to join up. Let me see who's on. Looks like Sirius is on. I'm going to jump over to his server here. And I'm also going to jump into Discord chat. Now, for those who have questions, feel free to type into text. I can see it on the screen up here. We'll try to answer that while we're playing. But if you're looking for more of a direct, just jump in and play with the guys, man, you can hop into the tavern chat and join in. We usually have a lot of fun in here. All right.
You have to zoom out, zoom out all the way, and then just hover over the area, and it should give you a prompt to do it. Just make sure you're not running on any convoy lines or anything.
Let's move some of the stuff out of cargo here.
Get onto the convoy. Yeah, it's still there. It's on production. Yeah. So, on your screen, when you're on the map,
Okay, it's going to be a little confusing trying to do that right at the moment while I do the stream. Let's do it this way. We'll just keep forward. I'll watch here for those who are chatting in here, and we'll switch over to it later. Now, I want to double check, see what this mission is here, that we've picked up the Exeter collection. Contains silver lions and sea lords. Okay, that's not the mission line that I'm wanting to do. We'll have to come and check, see who's got the mission here. It's probably going to be Yanita. But it could be Skurlock or one of those Rama. Nope. Well, we got something in the mailbox. We'll check this out. Sometimes your mission startup will be in here. This is Frederick Tooling. Okay. Check our journal. Tell you what, this is going to take a minute to get used to. Changed a few things. Here we go. Wolves Hollow in plain sight. This is for the Corvette, so we need to go do the in plain sight there. Then we're going to have to do these others look like some basic missions. So in plain sight is definitely going to be our first set. Where did it just go? It's up here. Talak Panjara. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Using the joystick to zoom in and out. I've been used to using your bumpers on the map, so they've switched some of that stuff around. It looks like this is the Blackwood location for the mission here. Flags of deceit. Only the group leader can accept the contract. Oh, we're in group here. We're going to try this one more time here. We'll pick this room. Okay, so Ben's we got to be group leader to pick that up. I'm going to leave group. I'm going to stay in this session now. And I'm going to go ahead and pick this mission up. Now I have my Reaper ship situated on here at the moment. For those who aren't, you know what that is, that's my schooner build. I use it for quite a bit of stuff, but we may switch over to a frigate later. Okay, where's our mission line going to go to? All right, setting sail. I wonder if you can fast travel to it. That's what we'll do. Now the fun of this is you don't have to sit around and wait for a monster or worry about having to fight one in the meantime, because it's set up where you have buoys now. Get turned around. Now this is one of the things that I did like that I seen last season is when you zoom in on your reticle, you can actually get your range out. So when you see your ship where you're at, your optimal range, and it starts to go further out, you know where to adjust that cannon. Same thing over here with your bombards. You can do the same thing there. based off its range. It's going to let you know where it's at, which you should have been able to figure that before, the 350, 400, 450. But yeah, it's nice that they actually wrote it on there. It just changes 50 yards per bump. I do not recall what exactly this go into rogue privateer location. They also revamped the ship ranks. So I'm not exactly sure what level my ship is. That's 16. Okay. I can get that up to 17. I haven't bothered ascending some of this stuff, but you have to be a level 16 ship at minimum. Okay, we're in the location. I don't guess we're attacking him. I don't know what they're doing. See, that's where that would come in handy for your 300 at the bottom of the line. But you should pretty much know 300 is going to be optimal. You can look at the ship, see where it's at. Dead center of your sight should be there, and then it'll change some things up. Apparently, we picked up a rogue. This is probably where I was running helm earlier yesterday, and I've still got these son of guns mad. So. Alright, so sink that privateer. We can do that. Looks like we got a frigate. Alright, letter of trust. We gotta go to Labastide and deliver this now. This is what I've been craving in this game. It's just having some kind of mission, even if each week it was just a small mission, something like this, just a small leg or something would be cool. We don't get any of the cool missions to go and find, like, you know, the iron wheel set, things like that much anymore. I ran quite a bit of that stuff, then I stopped because we wasn't getting any new updates on that. And so I've got a few of those I could always run later. But I'm still debating whether or not I want to buy all the way up to the Corvette first in the pass. I did that with the frigate, and I didn't regret it. I did it with Sloop War, didn't regret it. But I'm going to run out of stuff to grind pretty quick, so I may actually just farm this thing out the old-fashioned way, which by freaking 10 o'clock in the morning, we should have the frigate blueprint pretty easy. Yeah, we probably could have fast traveled somewhere a little closer, but it really ain't that far. The best way to have silver, run helm, minimize fast traveling. That does get costly after a while if you don't have a good reserve of silver. But helm's really one of the best ways to do silver. Really, honestly, just hitting level 15 ships, you're going to get weapons that you could sell for really nice amounts of silver if they're ascended. Uh, you know, you check Skurlock and stuff like that usually pays the best on it. Okay, so we're going to interact here. Alright, mission set. Now, I'm imagining we're probably going to be put in a Corvette just like they did with the frigate. Yep. Like bombards. Demis. Bombards. Avoid suspicion and join campaign skirmish. Oh, looks like there's other players over here. Boy, this thing is a slow turner. There it goes. We just had to catch the wind. Take that helm ship out. Alright, so that looks like it's a dart on the front. That would not have been my first choice. When you miss big with those things. Jeez, he's hauling. Just don't think about when they give you the ship that you got to use for the mission. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Well, my aim is way off. I mean to bump you there, buddy. I am liking that there's not a blind spot on this. That's pretty sweet. I wasn't sure I was going to like this old boat, but I'll tell you what, it's changing my mind. Where are the DMC ships at? I guess we're just shooting anything that's out here. There's the DMC ships. We managed to draw some lightning there. Make sure you pick these weapons up. Even single ascended weapons, they will break down and give you the ascension modules and stuff. That's what I've been doing here lately. Is any kind of ascended weapons you get in here. How many of these we'll have to destroy, but we'll keep sinking them. Oh, looks like one more. Yeah, it's coming back to me. I like them culverins, man. For the longest time, I fought ever using those things and started playing around with some of the Discord leader Sirius's builds, and he's got some really nice builds on culverins. I tell you what, I'm sold on these things. They do a really good job. Let's look see which culverins this is that we're using in this boat. Alright, Dr. Corvette to Concoctor Pung. Alright, I'm gonna pick up this stuff here on the way down. Leave these boys to their fate. Boom. All right. So join the war as a privateer under the banner of either the campaign or DMC, unlock faction war access, talk to the faction broker, and choose a side. You know, I'm gonna have to get with our Discord lead, see what he's wanting to do here. I don't know if we're going to go campaign again or DMC. Not really sure. We went campaign last season. Check our journal here. That was the mission. Well, okay, there wasn't a whole lot to that. Faction wars, joining that up. Like I said, I want to figure out what we're doing there. Hall, Philip Lopez, Vikram, the Kraken. Here we go. He's a level 20. I wonder if anybody's over there running it. We'll find out. I'm probably not in the right ship. I probably should have grabbed my frigate or something like that, but we're going to use it. We're going to use it anyway. I don't care. That was a really short mission, man. Meet at ship, sink his ship, go to Labastide, I think it was, or something like that, and then sink some ships and park. There wasn't a whole lot to that, but hey, it's something. It made me feel like we actually had something to do. Here we go. See how many guys we got. Some sandbucks. Okay, well, I don't feel like too big of a goof bringing a medium ship. I figured I can maneuver a little better. I'm not completely sure what to expect out of this, but got your butts really kicked. Oh man, come on now, Obi. Don't be saying that. I guess the red spots are the weak points. I don't know if I've got enough room to hit over there or not. We're going to try it. I got to get closer, man. Jeez. A lot of acrid in the water. It's going to suck. Dang, still ain't close enough up in there. Maybe we'll get some hits with the bombards. Oop, more lift. Hey, we hit something. Away. Get off me. Back out. Shoot them tentacles back. I'm trying to get back in. Wow, these are hitting for 23,000, but I don't know about this auxiliary. Wow. I just got smited. Yeah, I'm thinking the Garuda, man, honestly. Because you need something that's going to give you a bonus for shooting long distance. I'm going to have to pull that. I'm not sure where I've got that stashed somewhere. We're going to respawn at sea, of course. I've got Ouroboros upgraded on this thing, so we should be getting some pretty good heals. Getting rid of those weak spots as we move in. I don't know what I lost over it into cargo. Surely not too much. Ooh, moonshine boxes. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to pick that crap up. You got to do better than me when it comes to making sure your cargo holds emptied out. Oh, no, that's someone else's stuff. Oh, snap. Need something that's going to be a little more maneuverable than this. I will respawn at sea again. What a short mission. 4 minutes and 54 seconds left. They must have been in here fighting earlier, because I don't feel like we've been in here that long. Not hitting any weak points over there. Jeez. I see what you're talking about there, Obi. You wasn't kidding. All right, we're going to go back to dock here. I'm going to switch my boat out and then jump back in it. We ain't got much time. I don't think we're going to be able to beat this thing. This is something you're definitely going to want to coordinate with your crew on for sure. All right, let's see what boats we got available. I don't have to pull anything off, but I think I've got a frigate over here. I could focus on the tentacles with the sandbuck and open up some room for some folks to get in. I got to switch out some. Yeah, man, I know how to acquire ammunition. Okay, we're going to move all this crap over. We did pick up some deep iron from something. Alright, I'm going to put that over there. I need to get some torpedoes over here. And I think buoys as well, if I'm not mistaken. Rockets, there we go. As you can see, I'm like poor on ammo. Buoys. I need to get more buoys. Okay. And I do believe that's going to have me ready to go. See if I can fast travel back over. Yeah, okay. I'm going to spam the water with these torpedoes on this sandbuck build, see what it does. We might can actually open something up. Because that's going to be the trick, I believe, is opening up any passageway for the ships to get through. Now this is the part that sucks, is I don't have anything that'll now do any damage to him. I got some bombards on the rear if I can get to turn around here maybe. Oh boy, he took the brunt of that. Oh, that hurt. Alright, maybe now torpedoes will be effective on him, now that he's underwater. That was just phase one. We're almost out of time, 55 seconds. We're healed up. Apparently he's going to do something over here. There's a big red dot. Oh, buddy. Turn. Well, he shoves you back away from it, that's for sure. He's going to make you fight for it. No, we're going to have a full server. I don't know if there's a limit on how many you can have. I know you need at least 3. Yeah, it's going to be calling. So we're going to have to definitely have level 17 ships set up for sniping, man. We're going to have to be making some 900-meter shots with this stuff. I don't know if we're going to be able to arrange that or not, but we'll have to see what we can come up with. Let's go grab our cargo over here. So that is the Kraken first impressions. Now it sounds like the piece that you get from this thing is a pearl or an eye or something like that. That's going to be needed for the mythic upgrades later, and it sounds like they're on hold for right now. I'm guessing probably because this daggum thing right here is going to be not as easy as everything else we've taken in the past. I'm not used to failing out a mission on the first go. Glad I went back for that. Alright, there's got to be an area to dock at here. Yeah, so the little tab section, just using up and down on the D-pad to switch between your stuff. That's cool. They did switch it to using the right joystick. Seemed like it used to be L2 and R2, or the left trigger, right trigger on PlayStation. We've got something going on over here. Tooling's favors. Free chests. Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to have to pick which ship I'm going to upgrade here. I think I've got my Garuda pretty much set up. I can't remember what I was using as far as the weapons on that thing, but man, it's going to be a long wait on this call to arms to end. By the time I get to location, it'll probably be over. So, while we're coming into dock here, some things for those who are new to the game and wondering what's the quickest way to get through this pass because you don't want to spend money on it. You could grind through a pass in the first week if you've got the time. Now, keep in mind, this is a 3-month smuggler's pass, so you got 3 months and there's plenty of time to get it done. You can upgrade to the pass where you can get the cosmetics if you want to. I probably will because it looks like there's some nice cosmetic pieces. While I don't typically wear all the same stuff from the same set, I do like to, mix things around on my character. I've got different things from the Hellfest set and the recent one where we basically could dress up like a Lepest but with a plague face. I'm getting my character to where it's almost where I want it to look like, my Cryptic Gaming emblem up there, but it's going to take some time, but hopefully they'll get us where we can have a really nice hood and a way to darken out the face without wearing a mask. But hey, I'll wear the mask for now. But they had a nice hood with this thing, but unfortunately you can't wear just a hood. It's the hood with the mask, or you can wear just a mask with no hood, but you can't wear just a hood with no mask, which is weird to me. Okay, I'm going to look at my ships here. We've got that sharpshooter Garuda. Yeah, I know I've got another one in there upgraded. I've got so much crap. See, I think I've got a frigate sitting out here. That could work, maybe. Yes, Paradox. I think this is my Culverin build, yeah. I'm going to move some of the stuff over again. Alright, now I need more cannonballs here. Could just buy some, but I don't think I need 6,300 of those. I don't even think I've got any of those on this ship. No, okay. I'm going to have to check out the weapons on this thing and see what I've got. I really like the Culverins, and I'm not much on long guns because I suck when it comes to hitting anything way off. Just being perfectly honest, you got to know your limitations in life, you know. But I would like to use these culverins against that thing. I think I could get this up in there with the right amount of speed. I need to. Oh, I wasn't wanting to leave here. I need to go over to. I will go Red Isle. I was going to do Talok, but I've had really crappy rolls at Talok here lately. I want to roll out a couple of God rolls on this, get it up to level 17. But you want good God rolls on the weapons you want to use. And, you know, honestly, what I really need to do right now is focus in on grinding out the pass to get one of the weapons that I want. But the new Corvette ship, because it's got 7 upper deck weapons and 7 mid deck. We did math on it. You're looking at 38 cannon ports all the way around that thing if you're using all deck weapons like a culverin or a demi cannon. Then you got the 2 auxiliary ports as well. And looking at this, it looks like mortars are definitely going to be what you want to use. Uh, I'm not sure if it's got resistance to fire or not. We'll have to look at what does the best damage and all, but I'm really thinking, man, a fire culverin 3. It seems like they have the best range. Or the Leopold. Now, I'm not talking about that one that was all screwed up that they finally took out of the game. But the Leopold, it may actually have the better shot there. I've used the Roaring Meg, and I thought it might do good against that thing, but unless you're hitting weak points, it doesn't really matter what you're using on that son of a gun. But now, quickest way to advance in the pass here, guys, we're going to start working on some of that. There's a few things that you can do, but one of the things that you can do is run the little mini bosses that appear. Well, they appear up in here somewhere. Wow, you got to be kidding me. Look, what in the world? Oh, this is faction system. Okay. I guess they're not going to show the mini bosses on this map anymore. That's kind of a chip, man. You can see these bosses. Maybe they're just not there. Roadman Golden, yeah, so maybe it's just not there because I'm not seeing any of the mini bosses. You can run those. You can run these sea battles like Philip Lepest and things like that. But really, some of the quickest ways that I've been able to progress is just running very quickly, hitting these little ports here and just keep grinding them out because you actually earn pretty good points running your little raids there. Sorry guys, I'm trying to remember where to look for this stuff at. I think it's here. Now I think I've got. Man, they completely removed all of our little prizes and stuff that we had to speed up our pass and all. Well, that's kind of sucks. Oh well, okay. That's what we're going to be working on then. You can get like double SP and things like that. And if I buy the pass, I haven't decided if I'm going to buy it yet. I'm kicking around. The only reason I'm debating on it is I don't want to run out of stuff to grind again like I did last time because I hit it hard for like 3 weeks and there was like nothing left to do. That was the faction wars and all that kind of stuff, and it felt like a very long season to me because I didn't have anything left to do, and I don't know. I just figured I'd kind of wait and kick back in here, but I'm sure I'm going to end up breaking down and getting at least for the cosmetics of the pass. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start grinding through this thing pretty quick, and the best way to do that is to run the quickest plunders that you can, and just these 3 locations right here work pretty nice for me. So, but I'm going to be honest with you, I won't try it one more time. And then we'll grind a pass. It's taken me some getting used to the way they've changed that stuff. The way when you come into this screen and you manipulate the map, it felt more natural to me. I'm not used to this up down on the D-pad crap and all that. It was bad enough getting used to left and righting on the D-pad. So that's going to take some getting used to. I'm just an old dog. It takes a while for me to learn new tricks. Well, I wonder if we got to wait for it to rise. We can get in position and shoot it as soon as it comes up, right? I think they're just kind of like me, not really sure what's going on there. So got some pretty good guns on this thing. We've got some poison on it too. I don't think that they're fully upgraded though, as far as. In fact, I'm almost positive not, because it's not a 17 on the ship yet. Not really sure where he's going to rise up at. I guess right in here. He recoiled. Ooh, baby. I like it. I like it. Some more of it. I know he wants some more of it. Oh, I hate that blind spot. Alright, we got to deal with some tentacles real quick. It looks like it's effective. They recoil, but they still swat at you. Ooh, ugly. I know it's laughing because I missed. Oh boy, not mean to run into you, man. Sorry about that. Ow. Man. I've got a negative effect on me. There we go. Not a very weak eye to hit. But there's a bunch of eyeballs on this thing. Finally swatted me. We're doing better than we did the first time around, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to need quite a few more ships. I'm just glad to see they've added nice challenge, man. So this is going to give us something to grind toward. I was going to be a little bummed if we were able to just come in here and just swat right into it on day one and defeat this thing. Now I'm sure there may be some guys that are able to jump in here that have leveled up to level 17s on their ships already. But I'm thinking long gun builds or something to stay away from them tentacles. But even at that, I mean, you're really not able to stay that far out. You got to get up in there. Like most of his eyes have been knocked out. Not all, but quite a few of them. Man, that ink attack is nasty. Mm. Tentacle. I'm going to heal up and jump back in. Which costs you time, obviously. Probably going to get swatted before we get loaded in at this rate. There we go. Man, we need some decent wind bursts here. I'm going against the wind. I'm getting a little screwed up here. See if we can get on that other side there. Killing me, man. Killing me. It just shoves you around. Got to hit that red eye up there to get them extra points. Can't quite get enough lift on it. So I have to get a little closer. Spot right there. Now maybe we'll get lucky and catch that wind just right. I think maybe if we shoot that, it might keep spitting that ink on us. On the move. Going down. Alright, that gives us a chance to heal up here. Alright, picking those maps back up. I hate having to empty that stuff out. So that sounds like there's 5 phases. We've got less than 2 minutes left. We're definitely need to regroup on this and get with the guys and see what they're thinking here. I'm actually playing with randoms here, I'm pretty sure. Not really sure where his weak point is. Gotta have weak spots somewhere. Gotta do better than that. Jeez. Couldn't get the shot off. I ain't got any zone yet. This thing's doing damage. Ooh. Turn. Get out of that. Get out. Get out of it. No. Wow, it was close. Well, it was worth a try. Hey, we can skip that timer countdown. I just realized that. That's a nice feature. I wish Dad had that on Wovenhall. Yeah, so the trick's hitting that thing in the eye, so we're going to need to... I'm going to have to practice on my long guns, man. I wonder where we're sitting at here. Could be a fast travel point. Yeah, we can pop here and shoot down. Yeah, so I've basically got my butt kicked twice over there. Now, as fun as it is, I don't see going for a third yet. I've got to make some improvements on my stuff and definitely hook up with the guys over in the Discord, because that's going to be a big thing, is everyone knowing what to do and having the ships to do it with. Not that I was contributing all that much with these culverins. Like I said, I think it's going to have to come down to some long guns, because culverins just don't put out the damage. If you get close enough and you got a demi dragon cannon or that thunder dragon cannon, you might could hit them eyes a little easier. I might try that. I've got a couple builds with those, but I don't know. Oh, goodness gracious, there we go. Controls are a little different than they were playing on my Xbox. Okay, so going back, we're just going to start hitting on the pass, because I'm not really actually accomplished anything on that pass. SP, it seemed like the best way was running plunders. Just running these plunders, and like I said, there's a little circuit of plunders. You can hit any. There's no right or wrong. I just do these because it's fewer waves in between. Now you may get more points, more SP, doing like the bigger forts and stuff like that. Like I think Wolvenhall pays a certain amount of SP, but I don't think it's much more than what these small ones will run here. Looks like we got a Corvette out here in the bay. Oh no, it's a sloop of war. No, we could probably go to a sloop of war, not a frigate. I don't know what it is. It's got to be the... Yeah, it looks like a frigate. We'll come straight over and hit this one here. But like I say, these three little plunder points, you can hit these pretty quick. They don't take long to run. Running at tier 2, you get paid more SP. You pays pretty decent. It seemed like it was 150 over here. Maybe it's 250. I don't even recall now. It's been so long. And they may have changed quite a bit of stuff in these plunders. But I doubt it. I mean, they've added some more ships, so you know the waves may take a little longer, but and totally up to you if you want to grab the gear. I always snag everything, but I just wait for it to all build up. And again, picking up any ascended weapons, because like I say, you can take and you can salvage that stuff. And just doing your normal grind, you can skip having to do all that woven haul crap trying to get your ascension modules and stuff. And we got the Smuggler Mark II. Now, I had heard that these started paying out for each wave, maybe, but I know you get a lot based off your ships and stuff like that. You can actually start earning smuggler points per wave. It looks like that's true because we just went through wave 1 and got a point. I know they've changed quite a few things. I was reading through some of the patch notes, but you know, those patch notes, they get boring to me. My eyes kind of glaze over. I just rather come into the game and see what's actually going on. Because half the time it's talking about things that they're working on or things that they're aware of, and it's not quite been fixed, but you get your hopes up it's fixed to get fixed soon. But they're going to do a lot of combat, so there's just some more marks. So yeah, so that's what I'd heard, that they was going to switch to where every wave is going to give you something. But see, I don't know if it sticks with that or if that's just because they're destroying higher level ships in these waves. They're sending, you know, better ships in here in World Tier 2 versus 1. So, and I don't know how many of those marks we're earning, but or how much SP, but we're definitely getting quite a few marks. They may have actually lowered the SP requirement on this stuff. I know there was a lot of people that had complained about it in Season 2 and Season 3 about it requiring too much grind to get through the pass, so they were looking at doing some restructuring or rebalancing, so it looks like they've definitely done that. Alright, so we're going to go over to the next down here. And that's how I used to run through the past. Now, used to, you got your points just for destroying ships and things like that. And you could get that directly correlated over to SP, but they changed that recently. You used to be able to just grab Helm Wagers and go blow up ships and complete the pass in 18 hours you'd be done. And they changed that. Or you could go around and just shoot a bunch of the towers. You'd get like 200 SP or 2,000 SP, what it used to be. But they've changed that as well. So looks like they've done some stuff with the UI on the ships as well for the levels and stuff, because I don't remember seeing all this kind of stuff. I just got a plunder imminent, or a defense imminent. That blows. Alright, we've got to go to one up north. And I am going to spend some points here. Let's see. Smuggler point. I think these are torpedoes here. Those are the torpedoes. That's odd. That's odd duck right there. Well, I guess we're going to come down through here. Okay, that's just pain, man. Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay, I'm doing my best to unlock. It says you gotta hold X to unlock. We got 6 tokens. It's gonna be one of those, huh? So we're gonna have to come over here to 5, I guess, and unlock here. Nope, it's not. Something's not doing the unlock one here. This is really annoying. Oh no, X is what I'm looking for. X on Xbox is where the freaking square is on PlayStation. I apologize, guys. Like I said, I switched over to this console for this game now, and I'm getting there. You just have to bear with me. Alright, so we do have that new armor. This is the new armor, I believe. Mantle of the Deep is the one that's specifically for sea monsters. It's supposed to actually. We crashed into the bank here. Let's go check our warehouse here. Nope. We're gonna have to get it out of our warehouse. Now, Seafood Lumberyard may actually be back up. But that wasn't bad. I mean, we got 6 just for running these waves here. I try not to get in that one over in that cove because I just don't like getting up in the coves of this large ship. But we will if we have to. And then, of course, we have the linen area up above there, the Weaver, whatever it's called. So the location's still recovering. I don't usually get as many waves over here, but we're going to go ahead and run it anyway. Because I'm pretty sure it's the ships that are arriving in the waves that is what's paying out so many tokens now. Not just the plunder itself. Or it's all working in conjunction. Let's try it again, see what happens. If that's the case, we're going to blow through this thing in no time. Like the ships that they send are so small. Yeah, like I said, I think it was the conjunction of the ships. So we'll definitely be checking out Lampus Weaver here in a minute. Seems like it's got 4, maybe 5 waves, and you usually have a pretty good open area worth of ships to take out. So. Okay. Yeah, we got to make sure we can hit a few of these ships out here. Yeah, man, during season 3, I was mostly popping in to keep the 8s running. You know, I didn't even keep all my 8s running. You'll be able to like look over at my how we do this in the maps now. You'll be able to look like over here. I've got quite a bit of stuff that needs to be picked up still, but I just haven't been on to send the ships out to get them. But everything else is auto picked up over here. And then of course you get your silver production and all that, and then your spare parts and anything else that you've got the game building on those locations. I kept all that stuff automatically, producing and all, which was good. Fire's got him. Now, I will imagine that they're going to be readjusting how this SP is paying out into tokens because ranking them up very quickly, very quickly. But that may be intentional. Like I say, it's the way it used to be. Then they changed it, and it seemed like it caught a lot of guff from everybody. So Lambo's Weavers up here, I believe, is what this is called. We're just going to go ahead and engage everything because that's pays out. Like a dowel. The new trailer for this season. They just had a real quick thing, showed a couple boats coming in, man. I skipped through most of that to do some videos earlier for those who mostly just watch, see what kind of new content's coming in. Then figured we'd come over to this. We ran through the missions earlier. You had like a 3-leg mission to begin with, if that's what you're talking about as far as the trailer. I'm sitting right on that thing. Australia. Well, heck yeah. I had no idea we had people way on the other side of the world watching. Heck yeah. Tell you what, the Kraken, man, we made 2 runs at it. Going to have to change some things out. I think I'm going to use that Corvette. And hey, they're serious. We'll have to use that Corvette on that thing, man, or something. But it is no joke. You using it? Yeah. So they've really done something with the guild marks, man, and the smuggler tokens. I mean, they just piling out, just running these little plunders here, running through plunders. I don't know if that's what they was trying to adjust for, but hey, you're welcome. I appreciate y'all watching the videos, guys. But yeah, like I say, this I would be hitting this if you're just going to run through the smuggler pass because I'm getting like 6 smuggler points per plunder, which is insane. Did you already get it upgraded? Was it going to take to upgrade that Corvette? Serious?
Fully upgraded, so refiring will be at least 150 refiring and 21 or 22 refiring places.
Well, that's not bad. So you're looking probably around 400 total.
Yeah,
Looking at what 400 total after you convert what you need and all that, maybe.
yeah, yep.
Okay, it's about 400 deep iron. What's the Hubok parts? I'd heard something that some of the old Hubok parts is going to be used, or is that for a weapon?
Yeah, it's only for like I think you only need them in 2 different upgrades,
Is
so
it?
you don't need them
Okay,
all.
just a couple for the 2 upgrades. That's not bad then. Well, daggum.
Yeah, the lightning dragon claws for 1 upgrade.
Okay, how many of those? The dragon claws, lightning claws. I think I've
I
got.
don't remember, but like I said, it wasn't a lot. There was only a couple.
Okay, yeah, I think I've got maybe 12 or 13 of them, something like that. So it won't be too bad then. Well, that's nice that they don't have it too overly crazy. Well, I was in the other room, but it was too loud. And I didn't want to cut in. It looked like there's a couple guys were asking some questions about what was going on. They were having problems with some of the new UIs and stuff, but I didn't want to interrupt what you was doing, so I just bounced down here real quick. But yeah, so I went for 2 tries on the Kraken, got my butt stomped twice. We did get through the first wave, but just what did enough damage. You got to have a straight shooter to pop them eyes, man, if you want to stand any kind of a chance. Because 10 minutes is pushing it. It is really pushing it. And everyone was using bombards. Everyone was using bombards. It looked like I was using culverins, but they don't do enough damage unless you're striking the eye. I think them long guns is going to be the trick. The Garudas had the big bonus on long guns, so I don't know. I'm in the same server, or was it the same server as you? Let me double check my settings. So let me finish this battle here. I got a ship pecking away at me. Yeah, I'm still on live. Oh, it's healing. There's a healer somewhere around here. Where the frick is the healer? Heal from that. Okay, apparently this is a convoy or something to just push through. But I couldn't find the event that allows for the new demi cannon, though. So I'm going to have to look for that. I don't know if that's something coming later. That Ting Dangerous or something. I'm going to head into dock over here at St. Anne. Let me look at this map here, see what's going on in my settings. It says friends only. It should have let you join in. Let me find you on here. I had it set to open earlier, and it just kept filling up. There it went. Okay. What the heck? Oh yeah. Let me see if I can join your group. No, I'm in it. To say I was in the same server. I joined your server earlier. It was in a group, but I wanted to run through that Corvette mission earlier, and it went pretty quick. It was a very fast mission. I was all giddy. We was going to do like a really long mission or something, but you know, it wasn't bad though. It was something new. So, and the ship, I gotta say, I think I'm going to actually like that ship. It looks like it's got some pretty nice stuff. What culverins were they using on that model? Any idea? Oh, well, shoot. Well, you're in for a treat. Looks like some kind of a fire culverin. Where am I at? There we go. Oh man, my coffee's ready over here. May as well go ahead and run this thing over here real quick. All right. Best ship in the game. Well, I'll have to check that out. Last time I heard that, I ended up using the schooner for 6 months. Wasn't that what it was called? The schooner? No, what was that? That was the schooner, yeah. I got hung up on a frigate wanting to like it, but man, I think that Corvette handles better. I'd heard that the early test it was like lumbering and horrible, but it was actually really nice when we used it. Does it? And you're fully upgraded over there, right? Yeah, for those watching, he said it cost him roughly, you'll have to convert for each leg, but roughly 400 deep iron, and then you got to convert part of that into plate. So run your first couple of uploads, and then you've got a few Huback parts that you have, and then those lightning dragon claws. And only like a few of them. It's not some crazy number like 20 or 30. It's just needing a few in each of the legs. So sounds like it goes pretty quick. What was your piece of 8 cost on that kind of stuff? No, that's cool. I figured it'd probably be close to a million compared to what the frigate was, but I don't know. I'll find out when I run one later. But I think I'm gonna go with this route. But yeah, for I am. Yep. Earlier today was like a ton of ships come in, and I got 6 smuggler points just from plundering this location here, and then I got another 7 or 8 up on the other location. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. I heard they were going to revamp the settings or the requirements for the SP, but surely they didn't mean for it to be this like a broken gumball machine. So for those looking to be grinding SP, definitely want to get on that before they change this, and I would expect this is going to change probably within the next 24 hours if it makes it that long. I forgot convoys. Do they pay more than these? I can't recall, man. It's been so long. Which event? The upwelling. Oh yeah, I need to run some of that anyway. There's a couple cannons in there I wanted to grab. Oh yeah. Well, you got enough weapons that are upgraded. You could always strip something down if you needed to. So, are you thinking on long guns or what? Because 7 ports, man. Yeah. Yeah, I was picking them up when I was in the store last season. Them Lane Cartos. I'm gonna head over to St. Anne and look at that. All right, guys, but I'm going to end the live stream here. I appreciate everyone who tuned in. I'm going to be grinding this out here. We're going to get the Corvette, get that thing opened up, and start bringing you some videos on the new faction system. They have some new upgrades and updates into that where you're going to be able to build more assets on your territories and stuff. So definitely be watching for those videos to drop here in the next week. We'll catch everyone later. That is if I can remember how to turn off the stream. It's been that long. There it is. I found it. Y'all have a wonderful evening.